Aaron Rodgers' Enigma is a fascinating documentary series. Aaron Rodgers is my all-time favorite quarterback. In the 25 years watching football, Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. This documentary has 3 episodes. So to briefly summarize the 3 episodes, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Judge, Aaron Rodgers is someone, in my opinion, he's not for everyone. Misunderstood. I feel that after the whole COVID vaccine situation, the media tried to do everything to villainize him and give him a bad name. I'm one of those people that didn't get vaccinated. I didn't believe in it. I understood where Aaron Rodgers was coming from, as well as many people who didn't take the vaccine. In the documentary, says that he's immunized. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But Aaron Rodgers, he's a very smart guy. There's a lot of things about this documentary that I learned so much from him. Him going to these retreats, him being at peace, working on his spirituality, connecting with other people, flying to Egypt. I've always had Egypt in my bucket list, but after watching this documentary, it gave me more motivation to go to Egypt. What I respect about Aaron Rodgers is that he got a point in his life where he decides that he's going to control what he can control, tune out the noise. He does his own research, his own homework on anything that he wants to learn more about, especially when it comes to faith and religion and all these other things. I can tell that he's a voracious reader, and that's something that I can relate. He has a whole stack of books in his home. So I think they captured that in episode 2 or 3. So I'm interested to see what kind of books, or to see what books that he has in his collection. I gotta research on that. Hopefully, he has some recommendation list there, because I'm a voracious reader, like I said. Aaron Rodgers, when he was in high school, on his way to college, he didn't get accepted into a Division I college. Many people overlooked him, underestimated him. They didn't think that he was going to be this great quarterback. And he is one of those people that he will look for any kind of message that will add so much fuel to his fire. And it all began when he was in high school, we should say. It could have mentally broken any other athlete who was not mentally tough. But in his case, he just used it to his advantage. In his mind, he should have been a top 5 or top 10 pick in the draft. But as so many people kept passing him by, that just added more fuel to his fire. Crazy to think that the Tampa Bay Bucks could have had him. John Gruden, he's a quarterback coach, West Coast offense. The fact that John Gruden promised him in a way that if he's there, he will get him, and the fact that the Bucks didn't get him, I just thought to myself, the 2020 and 2021 NFC Championship game, which Aaron Rodgers lost to Brady and the Bucks, that would have been a great revenge for Rodgers. That playoff loss and the playoff loss the year after that against the 49ers, those playoff losses bother me, and it bothered him as well. It bothered me because I want to see Rodgers win, and I want to see Aaron Rodgers and the Packers win, but that didn't happen. But anyways, so many teams passed him, and the Packers ended up drafting him. But he had to wait 3 years because he would have to sit back and learn from guys like Brett Favre. I like that Aaron Rodgers did things differently with Jordan Love when Jordan Love got drafted compared to how his situation was with Brett Favre. He managed to be more of an exceptional leader, or I should say more of a mentor, or wherever you want to put it, to Jordan Love than what he got from Brett Favre. It was nice to see in the beginning of episode 3, Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre talking. I didn't expect that, but I like that. You also had the somewhat of family issues Aaron Rodgers has with his family, but he's open for reconciliation. I'm not gonna go into detail because you have to see the documentary. And I knew a little bit about this years ago, but this documentary helped out a lot. I really enjoyed this documentary. I did not expect that I was gonna enjoy it this much, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Enigma, learned so much about Aaron Rodgers behind the scenes. One thing that I did not expect that caught me by surprise, but I thought it was interesting. There's a scene with he's hiking with RFK Jr. and they were talking about the possibility of, or RFK Jr. asked Aaron Rodgers if he's interested in politics, and you get to learn about Aaron Rodgers in terms of that he was once into politics or took a class or whatever the case may be back in high school. So this documentary really helped me see Aaron Rodgers, other sides of Aaron Rodgers that I did not know. So it really helped out a lot. I also thought this was interesting in the documentary that, yes, when you win the Super Bowl, your life changes. But the fact that he admit that basically the Super Bowl victory didn't fully satisfy him. And he's the type of person that he feels that there is more to him than just football, than just winning Super Bowls. So I thought that was interesting. The fact that usually when you win the Super Bowl, obviously it's a great accomplishment, the biggest accomplishment. But he always questions the media and looked at it like, okay, what do you mean by you're a superstar? Okay, you're this, you're that. Like, with him, he questions everything. And like I said, he's not for everyone. He is not for everyone. So, but yeah, I just felt like the whole storyline about him winning the Super Bowl and everything that came after that, I felt like that was interesting. It's on Netflix. So my review from 1 through 5, I'll give this documentary a 4.3 out of 5 stars.